Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already heard, on my social media and my blog, actually I don't know if I've announced it on my blog either, but my social media, we are engaged. So today we're actually getting ready to do our engagement shoot, which is really exciting.
That's right.
It's like the perfect weather outside. And so we thought that before we went, we would do the engagement tag for you. The engagement tag is, I think it's 9 questions. Yeah, 9 questions. And so we're both just gonna answer them as best we can and let you know a bit more about our proposal and our engagement so far, and maybe some upcoming plans.
That's right. And it'll let me work my modeling pose before I have to, be a model today.
That's right. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the tag. So the first question is, how old were you when you got engaged?
I was 28 years old. You had just turned 28.
7.
Oh.
We were 27.
Sorry, 27.
He was almost 28.
That's
You
right.
just turned 28.
Right.
And I had just turned 27. So we were both 27 when we got engaged.
Okay, we're 27.
Yeah, 27.
Good start, Josh.
Yeah. Number 2, what date did you get engaged?
December 24th, 2019.
Yeah, so
Christmas Eve.
we got engaged on Christmas Eve, the one that just passed.
Right.
Christmas is like my favorite time of the year, so he picked a good date.
That's right.
Number 3, I guess, is for me.
Okay.
Was I surprised? I feel like that's a hard question.
That is a hard question.
Yes and no. We had talked about getting engaged for a really long time. We've only been together a year and a half, but it kind of came up quite early in the relationship. And we had talked about it a lot, so I kind of knew that it was in the works, and we'd even gone and designed the ring together. But I didn't really know when he was planning it, and I guess at first he didn't really know when he was planning it.
Well, I had an idea, and then as the relationship grew and we hit stages in our life and stuff, the timeline kept getting moved forward. So
Yeah.
But then once we talked about it, and you talked about how much you love Christmas, I just thought it would be a perfect fit to do it then.
Yeah. So was I surprised? Yes. The timing did surprise me. I did not expect Christmas. I had hoped, but I wasn't as shocked as if I didn't know it was coming.
Right.
So yes and no. Number 4, how did it happen?
You're gonna hand it over to me?
This is your story.
Okay. Well, once I knew I was proposing around Christmas, I went to the jewelry store, talked to the manager, got the ring kind of, I don't know what the word, rushed, I guess. Not really rushed, but put on a faster timeline than what we were gonna go on. And then it was coming down to the proposal, and I was pretty nervous for the proposal because you see all these proposals on YouTube now. You see ones that go viral, and you hear about ones that your friends have done and stuff, and you know it's going to be a big thing, and you kind of have to live up to it. Our parents both kind of have embarrassing stories about proposals, so
Bad stories.
that's right. So I knew
Not special.
I knew that anything I do would have to at least top that, which wasn't really going to be that hard. So I was online one day and I saw this advert for a book that you can make to aid in the proposal. It just goes through reasons why I love her. Should I go get the book or no?
No, I'll insert a picture of it on the screen.
Okay.
Because it's in our bookcase
That's
behind
right,
us.
and it is kind of personal. So,
Yeah.
But no, it was just went through all the reasons, why I believe that, she makes me better every day and stuff like that. So, and then at the end of the day, and at the end of the book, there's a little cartoon picture of me on one knee with the ring out, and then, of course, when she gets to the last page, she looks up, and there I am on one knee. We were here right in the living room, right after church on Christmas Eve, getting ready to go to my parents for their Christmas Eve celebration, so it was kind of a perfect time for it all.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
And did you mention the purse?
No, I had gotten her a purse originally for Christmas before I knew I was proposing, so I wrapped the book as a separate item and put it in the purse, so when she opened the purse, and this is a disclaimer, by the way, I'm terrible with presents and keeping secrets, so...
You're good with presents, you're bad with keeping secrets.
That's right. So she knew that, she already knew she was getting the purse, so it was kind of oh, thank you. Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
It was a cool little surprise lead into it.
And it was awesome because we'd always talked about not doing it in front of people.
That's right.
Because we're both very sentimental people, but not in front of other people.
We're definitely not put it up on the scoreboard type people.
No,
We're more,
I would have been mortified.
Exactly. We're more intimate,
Yeah.
romantic.
So it was perfect.
That's
It was
right.
perfect. What does your ring look like as number 5? So it's kind of, I always say that the camera and the video doesn't do it justice because it's so beautiful. Like I said before, we designed the ring at a place in our city called Spicer Cole.
That's right.
Yeah. And Angela, who works there, and I think she's part owner or something.
She's the manager.
Manager. She was amazing to work with. So we went in. I had tried on a lot of rings, fallen in love with a lot of rings. I had wanted something really big. I'm not gonna lie. But I didn't want him to spend like $20,000 on a giant diamond.
And I won that.
No. So we decided early on that I was not gonna get a diamond. I wanted to be different the whole time, and I am big into like the royal family, and so I kind of started looking at their rings and realized that most of them have sapphires. Josh was really against a colored stone, which was fine with me. He wanted something very classic. So we both agreed to go with a white sapphire. And I had always known from the very beginning that I wanted yellow gold. My mom has yellow gold and my grandmother has yellow gold, and same with your grandmother and your mother.
Yeah.
And so I kind of wanted that to stay classic, and I also don't wear silver, so it didn't really make sense to get white gold. So my ring is really, again, I'll try to insert a picture, but it's just one simple stone, a beautiful, ginormous stone that I love.
Twisted band.
Yeah, it's got a twisted yellow gold band, and it's an oval stone, which I love. So very simple, but absolutely love it. And I've been wearing it for over 2 months now, and I still love it as much as the day I put it on. So that's my ring. Number 6 is, who was the first person you told? Okay, so Josh told a lot of people before it happened.
I did. Again, keeping secrets, okay? So I kept the secret from her, but with everybody else, like clients at work, close family members, my coworkers and stuff like that.
So who's the first person you told?
The first person that I told I was going to be proposing to you, I believe, was my mom, I think. And that was like a month before.
Yeah.
Like, that was like early November.
Yeah. And I'd say the first person I told, she already knew, but it still counted because it had been official when I told her. It was my mom. I called her and she actually already knew because Josh, there's a big story behind that, but she knew and that was fine, but I got to call her first. So she was the first person I told.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 7, would you have done anything differently during your proposal?
The only thing I would have done differently was I had to have the ring in my coat for operational reasons. I needed the ring close to me after we got home, and I put my coat next to me, which had the ring in it, which was great. The one mistake that I made was I was so nervous I wouldn't be able to go through the apartment and get the ring to put it in my coat without her seeing me, that I did it really early during the day, when she was in the shower at around like 10 o'clock, and I proposed at like 8 o'clock. So I walked around all day. We had to do errands on Christmas Eve. We went to lunch, all this stuff. I had the ring in my coat all day for 8 hours. We went to church, we went to lunch. I was putting my coat on like separate seats, treating it like it was like a treasure map, like, you know, that could get ruined or like anything like that. And she, like, there was a couple times it was icy, like you went to walk with me and put your like hand around where my coat was in the pocket, and I was like, no, you have to go to the other side because it's my stronger arm, like making up all these excuses, which like you were kind of oblivious to, and it was hilarious. But if I could do one thing different, I would have just maybe tried to be sneakier and put it in closer to church, and then that way I wouldn't have had to worry about it all day. But other than that,
I didn't know this.
I thought everything went off great. So,
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Number 8, what advice would you give to other engaged couples?
Well, we haven't been engaged for too long.
2 months.
But like, I think the best advice, and you've been great at this, is like getting on top of the important stuff early.
Yeah.
Like, we've already got our venue, we've already got our photographer, you know, things that you know are going to be important come wedding day.
Yeah.
Don't be like, oh, we're engaged now, we'll just wait. When we went to book venues, our dates in late 2021, people were already booked that day already.
Yeah.
And same as our photographer, she was already taking bookings for, you know, next year, later in the year. So that would be my advice. Just jump on the essential stuff early, and then once that's done, you can kind of relax.
Yeah, definitely that. And then my advice would be, we're having almost 2 years engagement.
Yeah, pretty close, yeah.
Yeah. And I guess we chose that just because we've only been together for a year and a half, and so we just wanted a little bit of a longer engagement. There's no rush for us. We're still in our 20s. But just really enjoy it. Like, there are times where it still hits me that I'm engaged, and like, while being a bride and being married is going to be awesome, and like, I can't wait. You only get to do this once, or
right.
hopefully once. But you just want to enjoy it, and sometimes we just love to sit and talk about the proposal still and just soak in every second. So just take the time. If you want to have a long engagement, have a long engagement. Honestly, it takes a lot of the stress off. There's already moments where we're like, this is going to be crazy and it's expensive, and to have, a longer engagement to save and to plan, it's just so worth it.
Right.
So I think so far in our short engagement period, that's what we've learned.
Yes.
And then our final question is, when are we getting married?
So, okay, you can go, even though I kind of hinted towards it.
So our official wedding date is October 2nd, 2021. We have had this date picked for a long time.
Even before we were engaged.
Yeah, before we were engaged. We just knew we wanted October. We both love the fall. We didn't want to sweat on our wedding day.
And we both knew that, like, we were going to want a bit of a longer engagement once we got it. So we wanted October, but we felt like this year, like,
it was too soon.
When I thought I was going to propose, like, a bit later this year, we knew that would be too soon.
All right, so the camera cut out, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So like we were saying, October 2nd, 2021 is our wedding date.
That's right.
So this year just felt too soon. My sister's having a baby. My other sister's getting married. Kind of wanted our own year.
That's right.
So that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
So that is the end of the tag.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. That was easy. And now we get to drive a half an hour to go get our pictures done.
That's right.
But I will be doing more videos on this channel about the wedding, kind of talking about things that I didn't expect, things that I did, the venue, like Josh said, we already have it, and just stuff like that. So if you want to learn more about the wedding, subscribe to the channel.
Right. Hit the bell button. Bing. Get all the notifications.
I hate when people do that.
What?
But I mean, you can do it if you want to. If not, you can also look at my Instagram. It's got lots of stuff on it, and we'll have lots of stuff on it.
That's right. This woman's Instagram is gorgeous, okay? You don't know how long she works at. She gets a feed going. She puts out like similar looking videos and pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good follow.
So we'll be taking pictures today for sure.
What's your Instagram handle?
At Katelately.
That's right.
But lately has 2 Y's.
Ooh, fancy.
Not really, it just was the only thing available. So that was our tag, and we hope you liked it, and we hope you'll come back, and we will talk to you very soon. Bye!